In the interest of building all members' business skills, a different member each week is charged with presenting on a topic of their choosing for a 3-minute business growth section. I've got someone pinned down for the second setting, not so much for the first setting. So let me have a quick look around. Let's go with Craig. All right, Craig, I bet you'll have a business tip. So you've been missing for kind of a year and now you've changed businesses. So tell me. Tell us all, what's your tip for changing from one thing that you've done forever and known for, and then now you're moving across to something else? I bet you'll have a tip in there for us.
Yeah, well, I guess it's being able to see what's happening, and if an opportunity comes up, then running with it. So if I can just quickly, so Craig the Computer Geek started because everybody kept saying to me, Craig, can you please fix my computer? So ended up making a business for it. So in this particular case, it's Craig, can you please help me pick up my furniture and move my furniture? So now it's Hire-a-Hilux as well. So I guess just taking opportunities, being the lookout for things and putting a business around it, or working something out around that to just to make an opportunity when it arises.
Excellent. Thank you, Craig. Another thing is, Craig called me during the week and he said, Oh, Missy, I've got this idea and I just need to nut it out with you. So there's another thing. He just found a coach to sit down and just nut out the idea. So it was out of his head, but it wasn't with friends and family who, as loving as they are, tend not to give the correct information or the information that you necessarily are after. It might be what you like to hear or what you don't want to hear, but it may not be what you're after. And inside of that, Craig then discovered that just because he moves stuff around inside Canberra, and we are international, so we're all over the place, doesn't mean that he can't advertise while he's out networking. Let's say nobody from Canberra is here. You still have to practice saying what you do somewhere. And networking is that great opportunity of practice, practice, practice. So that then when you get really good at saying what it is that you do, hire a Hilux, say that 17 times fast, then, when he's actually got someone in front of him, it's hire a Hilux. And a question from me came about that said, so do you just hire the Hilux out? Or is it you with the Hilux? He goes, no, no one's driving my car. Good. Now we know the time. You don't know what's missing in your talk until you hear it from somebody else. Right? We nutted out prices as well. How much is it going to be? Here's how everybody starts with prices. So here's another business tip. Here's how you start with prices. Well, you see, I'm not sure, but I kind of thought to just being able to pick a price and go with that, see how it turns out. So there's a couple of other things that with changing businesses is nutting out these little bits that the customer is going to ask you, and it's going to trip you up if you don't know the answers. So thanks, Craig. Thank you so much. Yes, I like what you said, though, when it comes to changing businesses. Hey, just be open to opportunity that's standing out there in front of you. You know, how you used to get work one way if it's not happening in that industry, but you're noticing people are asking you many questions for something else. Maybe that's where you're headed now. Things never quite turn out the way we plan. They say that the plan is useless, but the planning is so important. And you can always fall back on the plan, but it's the planning which was the important part.